Ooh, got it. This is being live streamed. Welcome, 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 everyone. Oh, how exciting. Yes, Beanie Blessings. Oh, Poetaku, all the way in Japan. Catman Bill. Oh, Tony Plata's here. Oh my goodness, Chrissy Carroll, propaganda poet. Joski C. Is it Ike Waltz? Yes. Unmesh Mohitkar. Oh my goodness. Welcome, everyone. I am so thrilled and excited to be here. Welcome to this special edition of the Thursday Night Online Open Mic. It is still my favorite night of the week here at the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. But today is a day of remembrance. It's a day of reclamation. It's a day of awakening to all the possibilities that this moment holds in full gratitude. I am in deep gratitude for all of you, for this moment that we are sharing. And I wanted to give a special shout out because after hosting this series for 2 years, it began at the onset of the pandemic in 2020. And this community grew for 2 years. I hosted it weekly. And then I passed it down to the genius, loyal doctor, poet, MC, Ray Jane, aka Thunderlong. So I just want to give a special thank you to my queen sis, Ray Jane, for holding this community up since April of 2022, when I passed it off so that I could continue doing my executive director duties, which it's been quite a load. It has been really something. But how can I sum it up? Panic, pandemonium, pedal to the metal, divine intervention, ancestors spoke, I listened, push forward, New Eurekan legacy, Puerto Rican power, matriarchal vision, leadership, cleaning, repairing, hiring, firing, still hiring, grant writing, meetings, architectural plans, winning grants, roof repairs, bills, insurance, neighbors, lawyers, contracts, programs, collaborations, self-care, family duties, pinky to the vet, consultations, grants won, missing friends, working hard, wishing I could see family more, wishing I could see my abuelita in Puerto Rico, writing poems here and there. From Puerto Rico, still developing, maintaining my spiritual practice and pleasing my angels. Beatniks continues, WOW continue, Halloween continue, live shows, acupuncture, and I won my first Emmy, and I hired my first new special assistant, my special personal assistant, never had this before. Shout out to Nico Diaz. So all of that has happened and more. But I have to thank our sponsors. And this time, it's really different because I always used to thank our sponsors back when I was hosting before I became executive director. But now as executive director, I've really learned the importance of these funders and all that they support. So thank you to National Endowment for the Arts, Council of the Arts, New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Amazon Literary Partnership, New York Community Trust, the Poetry Foundation, and the Howard Gilman Foundation. Thank you for making all of these programs possible, for letting this online open mic continue, as well as all of our other programs. And if you would like to make a donation, it really does help and goes a long way. Go to neweurekan.org/contribute. And after all of that and more, I'm happy to be back online with the community that has supported me and this cafe with so much love. I'm so happy to be with all of you. Let's unmute and say hello. Let's see how you are feeling. How is everybody doing? What is good?
Many blessings.
Congratulations on your Emmy.
Glad to see you. Glad to see you, bro. Glad to see you.
We missed you, Emmy Award winning amazingness.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Boom. You can still hear me, right? Okay. Well, we have several open micers, and let me know, maybe at the end we'll still do the good luck round as we used to do. I know things have changed and how things have run have changed, but hey, we may still be able to do that. Let's see how it goes. Everyone has 4 minutes max, and you already know. If it's some new shit, let us know it's some new shit. If it's some old shit, let us know it's some old shit. Let us know what it is, and we will support you in all that shit. As a matter of fact, I wanted to share an old poem. This is some old shit, something that I wrote like 10 years ago. And this was in celebration of the Bronx River and Hunts Point and all of the things that were going on there at the time. Because I used to be a community organizer at the Point. So shout out to the Point. And this was called Memories of the Future. Mother Nature's tears made this river, flowing from years ago. Its current is electric. The original train tracks, third rail. We've seen boats and canoes set sail on this ancient highway to distant horizons, only to find ourselves. Control is to hold sand in your hand and squeeze as hard as you can. So auto parts are on demand. Thieves sell you your own shit back. You're still grateful for the bargain. Things go for cheap, so undervalued. It breaks your heart, but not completely, but enough to make you want to start again, like coming out of Spofford, Rikers, or any other pen. We delve between Venus and hell, dwell between sunshine and smell, cemetery skyscrapers, thrown bottles contain written papers that beckon future generations to come join these underground voices that still fill these 100-year-old halls. Sinners crawl to scale these monastery walls. Prayers have been answered. Praised be to God and all the buried slaves and natives in nameless graves that paved the way below the pavement in a world beyond enslavement. Tomorrow has not been named yet, but names change over time, over age. So we turn a new page. Printing press inventors rest, made their mark biodegradable, scrap metal carpets, liquid golden goblets. Sinners feed their habits, consumers have to have it. It's a market. Within this peninsula of swept up dreams, walk with a perpendicular gangster lean. Do not be so blind to not see what we'll become, what we fought for and won. This is the future, and it's only just begun. Welcome. Old shit, but new shit to you. My open mic community. All right. So now let's get to our first open micer. And this is not surprising. This is not surprising. When I checked my open mic list some months ago, this person was first and they're still first. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show some love for Deadpan Lizzie.
Hey, be any blessings to you, Brew, and the community. I'm lucky enough to get to see you in person at the cafe often, but I know everyone here has missed you on Zoom, so it's good to see you. I'm going to read some new ink, just one offering tonight. It's called Lessons from God. God has been teaching me lessons all my life, but the hardest one began this year, technically New Year's Eve of 2021. They work in mysterious ways, drenching me in buckets of ice water, while Poseidon splashes his waves into my face, burning my retinas until I cannot think anymore, unable to take steps towards comfort, sad I cannot bring my temple to shore. The men say we are God's chosen ones here. They harm me of my given rights and smear. Can they honor God in their minds and me? I see no growth from any of these bees. grasping for scripture from my fellow Israelites, as this Hebrew has burned out. But the one thing I never forget, while God, the slugs of Mother Earth and bottom feeders treat me like barnacles, I remember I am no imposter. I am me, no matter what lessons I cannot grasp just yet, or soggy shoes I must walk in until Apollo feels I've earned his touch again. My words will continue to uplift me. I am my own tribe. Thank you.
Yes. But you are not an island unto yourself. We need you. Yes, deadpan Lizzie. You may be your own tribe, but you got your tribe live right here. Yes, indeed. Let them know how to follow you. I mean, everybody knows you by now, and your book has come out, but let them know.
Yes, thank you. It's on my box, IGES_Strauss. It's the best place to find me on the internet, and I do have several books out, Kundabini, and my new book, Intervisions, a book of proses. And if you're interested in any of that, you can send me a DM and get you hooked up. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth Strauss, Deadpan Lizzie. Thank you so much. So our next poet is none other than Ed Foreman, Ed the Fireman Foreman, still up in here. There's someone that wants to get on the good luck round. Let me know how to pronounce your name. I don't know. It's a challenge for me to say this. But Ed the Fireman Foreman, are you here?
Yep, I'm here in gear and ready to lead people into delightful tears.
Oh, good. The Fireman Foreman.
Woo! I'm ready. I'm to sizzle it up. Woo!
How are you? Yes. What's been going on? You still writing sizzling poetry on the erotica tip, or what's good?
Of course. You know, Thursday nights is when I show everyone my wonderful, sugary, and sweet delights.
Oh, so what are you gonna bless us with on this night?
I'll bet you listen tonight on this wonderful open mic. This is called a Seductive Cherry Blossom. Pleasurable touches slowly awaken your senses. The senses that awaken your passion within. The senses slowly lower our defenses. Your song slowly transcends over and over again. I'm enticing your pink petals to slowly unfold and reach out to me. It felt juicy and moist to my bare touch. The blossom sprouts high, loose, and free. I prepare to rush while time slowly hush. Let me touch you lovingly. Let my finger rest around your flesh. Fingers touching every aspect of texture cunningly. Slowly walks around your feet, legs, ass, stomach, and chest. I kiss you again, a naked kiss burning and deep, inhaling the flames from inside your skin. Tongues wrestle until your legs get weak, feeling the embers carelessly transcend. I pick you up, holding on to you like you were made from fragile glass. Slowly, you make me your stunt while I feel your curvy lumps, gliding to the melody of the breezing grass. Let me put you to bed. Let our bodies meet and greet. Let our minds get lost in pink mist. Let our bodies melt in the darkened heat. Let's be in a sexual bliss by a stimulating kiss. Let the silky sheet hide us away. Let them tether us to a new stage of ecstasy. Let us gleefully play away underneath the moon's ray. Let our bodies play to test our intensity. Let me hear your melody. I want to hear your joyful sighs. I want to hear your body in complete harmony. I want to hear your passionate cries. Let me enter you. I want to feel you slowly, fully, and absolutely. I want us to howl at the milky moon. I want to ride smoothly and loosely inside my beauty. Let me ride your pink river. I want to drink the shiver flowing through our current. I want to ride into the tides go timber. Please let me feed my raging serpent. Let us feel the release. I want to feel the jolts of a billion ants. Let all the invigorating energy increase. Let us embrace the erotic chant. Let our heartbeats become one. Let the stars overflow inside our veins. Let make a huge midnight sun. Let's spray the eternal rain inside this seductive domain. The sunlight spread across the floor, bed full of water and sand, sleeping core stooping for more, our bodies exhausted, but minds off to dreamland. Thank you.
Ooh, all right. And the fireman foreman blazing it up, flame-tastic. I'm glad to see you haven't lost your touch. It's great to see you. Thank you for being with us, Ed. Thank you so much for continuing with the community, staying creative, and all the support that you've given. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I'm glad I haven't lost my touch. And again, thank you so very bunch. Thank you a very bunch.
Thank you, Ed the Fireman Foreman. One of like our mainstay poets, just like Deadpan Lizzie, and just like our next performer coming up as well in this community. Oh, with the music and even being able to invite our next poet in person, ladies and gentlemen, Joski C. What's good, Joski C?
Hola, Bruja. It's wonderful to see you.
Oh, it's so great to see you too. How's the family? How's everybody?
Everybody's doing wonderful.
Oh, that's so good. I'm happy to hear it.
Yes, we're all doing great. Deneen sends her love as well.
Yes, Deneen. Oh my God, I miss you guys, and I miss hearing your voice, Josie C. What do you got for us today? What are you gonna bless us with?
Coming through?
Yep.
Okay. So, I wrote this song for you, La Bruja.
Oh my goodness.
We fell in love at the open mic. We fell in love at the open mic. Words from her lips felt like a kiss. We fell in love at the open mic, open mic. She cast a spell at the open mic. She cast a spell at the open mic. The shape of her sound heard the world round. She cast a spell at the open mic, every day and night. She's caring for the light, and every night and day, everybody say, we feel the fire at the open mic. We feel the fire at the open mic. Cool as it burns, listen and learn. We feel the fire at the open mic, every day and night. She's caring for the light, and every night and day, everybody say, we fell in love at the open mic. We fell in love at the open mic. When she called my name, I sing my refrain. We fell in love at the open mic, Ooh.
You got me crying over here. So sweet. Oh my God. That was a bop too, man. You just write hits. How is it possible? Oh, you pull at my heartstrings and write hits.
I'm so happy that I could play it for you finally.
Oh my goodness. Open mic. Yo, we got to record this. Let's get a studio going. Josie C, love you, love your family, love all that you've created and brought within these 2 years has been magical. And I'm just so grateful to know you, to hear you, and then to receive this gift. Oh gosh. I'm mushy, and I'm a sucker for shit like this.
Much
Good
love.
Lord. Tito, get me some tissue. Oh. Thank you so much, Joski.
Thank you, Bruja. Thank you for everything you do for all of us.
You know, this world has saved my life. It's given me a life that, you know, beyond what I dreamed, you know. So, you know, however I can share, you know, this, and however what's worked for me, I share with you, because I want everyone to feel this free, to feel this joy, you know. So thank you. Thank you. And don't stop. I fell in love in the open mic. Yo, that shit is a bop. Everybody can, right? Are you feeling this? Thank you so much. My God, thank you, Propaganda Poet, who is up next. Thank you, Deadpan Lizzie. Yo, that was so beautiful. Open mic.
I'm gonna have to lean in and get all intimate here so that you can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
You're at a party.
So I just want to thank you again, Bruja. Like, people are still talking about that, how amazing that was, and I will get on that on Monday. But thank you.
I believe you. Of course, it's all good. You know, anything that's done with heart is, you know, it's in the universe, and everything happens in divine time. So you're gonna share a rhyme? What you gonna do for us? Yes, bring it.
It's also on my YouTube channel. If y'all haven't seen it yet, if you want to see Advocate and Bruja just kill it, check it out. And then this Tuesday we will be featuring Tukaya, yes, for Native American Indigenous heritage. So if you're interested in that, hit me up. I will let you know how to tune into that. That's going to be Tuesday evening on Zoom. So hit me up if you want to know more about that. You guys are amazing. I love you all. This is for my family. Wounded Knee massacred. Prioritized sage and sweetgrass littered with beer bottles, cigarette butts, and brass casings, marking the land with the Venn diagram of the colonizers. Since 1492, when that killer Columbus sailed the ocean blue, people have been running for their lives, from boot heels, running from guns and knives. Well, maybe if they'd had the respect of Eric the Red, 3/4 of my people wouldn't have been left for dead. See, labeling this a new world is just fucking tragic. For 100,000 years, the people have danced in its magic and finally found a way to expose the false and oppressive ways with Indigenous Peoples Day. Well, maybe if they had the respect of Eric the Red, 3/4 of our people wouldn't be drinking themselves dead. You see, you use alcohol and you cloud our awareness with alcohol and pills so that you can offer a mountain of scrap paper for the Black Hills. But a closed mind can never understand. Land doesn't belong to people. People belong to land. And then haiku for my family. And then I got to jump on a plane. But this is haiku for you. I am thankful to be part of this universe with all of you. You have made my life happen. I'd be dead without you, so thank you. Poets are like trees, roots growing even through rocks. Life will find a way. Thank you all. Thank you for encouraging my behavior.
Propaganda Poets. That was so beautiful. Thank you. Safe flight, safe journey. That poem was tremendous. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, you see that very, very intimate. I just love it. Oh, Nico Diaz is in the room. I gave a shout out to Nico earlier. He is with us. I had a lovely Thanksgiving meal with his family for the very first time. Thank you to the Diaz family. That was amazing. Propaganda Poet over and out. Okay, and now let's hear from Gustav. Is it Salas or Sayas?
It's Salas, and it's Gustav Salas.
Okay, Gustav Salas. I was turning you into a Latino. I was like Gustav.
Well, actually,
Sayas.
my father's Venezuelan, but he totally assimilated. I have this whole story. I have a whole poem about it. Like, my name is a freak show, so nobody knows how to pronounce it. Nobody.
Oh, well,
You
I
did
am
your
so
best.
happy. Gustav Salas, thank you
That's
for
me.
being here.
Cheers. I have 3 poems for you, 2 originals and a cover. I've been doing a lot of covers here. For the first time, this one's by a poet and not a musician. So here's an original. This is called A Heartfelt Thank You. My deepest and most loving thank you to my New Yorican Poets fam. My mother died right before the pandemic, and I went into a long and deep depression, a total creative blackout. I was so lost in a maze of grief and hopelessness, I wrote nary a word for a full year. The word acedia, a spiritual or mental sloth, was my constant companion. Then I found the Monday night online open mic, and my world opened to a new creative horizon, stretching my atrophied artistic muscles and dragging me out from the darkness that had enveloped me like a comfortable straitjacket. There's nowhere else I would rather be than on New Yorican Poets stage, so free. My mother's with me on that stage in spirit and always in my heart, as you are my poet tribe. Thank you so very much. Peace and blessings to you all. And I wrote this today.
Oh, a new one, new shit.
New shit, new shit. It's called Meet DeSantis. DeSantis, meet DeSantis. He's a modern Stone Age governor. He's as dumb as a rock. Took the CRT right out of history. Someday, maybe Ron will win the fight. Then we'll be so fucking far right. When you're with DeSantis, have a yabba dabba do time, a dabba do time. Don't say a gay old time. Don't say a gay old time.
Woo!
And this is E.E. Cummings. Anyone lived in a pretty how town. Anyone lived in a pretty how town with up so many floating bells down. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. He sang his did and he danced his didn't. Women and men, both little and small, cared for anyone not at all. They sowed their isn't, they reaped their sane. Sun, moon, stars, rain. Children guessed, but only a few, and down they forget as up they grew, autumn, winter, spring, summer, that no one loved him more by more, wind by now and tree by leaf. She laughed his joy, she cried his grief, bird by snow and stir by still, anyone's any was all to her. Someone married their everyone's, laughed their cryings and did their dance, sleep, wake, hope, and then they said their nevers. They slept their dreams, stars, rain, sun, moon, and only the snow can begin to explain how children are apt to forget to remember with up so many floating bells down. One day, anyone died, I guess, and no one stooped to kiss his face. Busy folk buried them side by side, little by little, and was by was, all by all, and deep by deep, more and more they dream their sleep. No one and anyone, earth by April, wish by spirit, and if by yes, women and men, both dong and ding, summer, autumn, winter, spring, reap their sowing, and winter came, sun, moon, stars, rain. Thank you.
Oh, Salas, bless you. Thank you so much for sharing that and sending so much positive energy to the spirit of your mom. Yes, she is hearing you. She is with us. It's an extended community. And I'm just so grateful for you. Thank you so much. That
Cheers.
was fire.
Cheers.
Show some love. Show some love. As by was deep by deep. I'm terrible at quoting, but that was really tremendous. Many blessings to you. Let them know how to follow you. That political poem was fire too. Everybody is loving it. I got Zomkornto. Is that your name? Zomkornto in the chat is loving it. Sun, moon, stars, and rain, baby. Let them know how to follow you And then we will go and hear from Chrissy Carol. Okay, has he been muted? IG Magus 801. All right, now let's hear from Chrissy Carol.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Carol. I've been a fan of yours, La Bruja, for like a long time. I even like saw you when you did Lyrical about your album and all that jazz. So.
Thank you.
Oh, everyone's doing all this serious, wonderful stuff, and I love it. But I'm doing like some stand-up stuff, so I hope that's okay too.
Oh yes, please. We need that. We need that.
Here, I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm Chrissy Carol. I'm Puerto Rican like Aubrey Plaza, who's now blonde, but I did it first. But in my mind, I'm Latina-licious like Bad Bunny, babe, who had a float in the Thanksgiving Day parade. So all the haters who are like, who's Bad Bunny? Like now they have to like eat it, right? Anyway, don't let this look fool you. I'm from the hood and I will cut a bitch. That's all I'm saying. What? I thought so. I'm living the hashtag widow life. Widow life, what is that? What means my husband is dead. Hey boo. Gotta cover all my bases. I haven't had sex in 5 years. And Jesus is my boyfriend. No one can compete with my Lord. Or could they? I invite potential lovers to church. They say no. Kind sir, you want me to sit on your face, yet you can't sit in church for an hour. I'm eating and drinking Jesus. Jesus is magic. I dated Long Island's version of Pete Davidson, but Pete, like, I'll get on your line, you know. His name was Brad. He raps badly. And I have a question for y'all. Why do all white men think they can rap? I mean, they're not Eminem, right? But they think they can be. Like Pete Davidson, he lives with his mom, is funny, and has a big dick, which I never experienced. Brad was a pothead gentleman. His dick was so big that he was being respectful. Lady Carol, how did you know his dick was big? So we were kissing, and it announced itself. Kind sir, that dick is big, was my inner monologue. But you know what I think is happening? I think my dead husband is cock blocking me, but maybe George, dead hubby, is saving me from the bad dick. He's saving me from the bad penis. But something happened recently. I received my first dicture. That's first dick pic. That's what the kids are saying, I heard. I'm so ashamed to say that I loved it. It was big. It was tan. The length was right. It was just right. Circumcised, yum. I just want to thank you, Harlem guy, if you're watching, because you knew I needed that. I'm Chrissy Carol, and that's my time.
Thank you, Chrissy Carol. Now we know what kind of dick pic she likes. All right. Okay. Well, I appreciate the humor. I appreciate it. I know that I have received unwanted dick pics, the dicture, yeah. And I wonder, like, why? Like, women don't, at least I don't know. We don't be sending coochie shots. Like, we don't, like, like, it would just seem kind of crazy. So, like, why? Like a pussy shot, we could see a kitty cat. Now that's different. That's different, Chrissy, right? Well, thank you for that. Thank you. So, heed the warning. Chrissy may like the dick pics. I don't. But we're going to keep it going, keep it flowing. And we are going to go all the way to Japan, to my dear poetic friend that has represented to the fullest, even on Beatniks with me, and made tremendous videos, ladies and gentlemen. Poeta Ku!
Happy Thanksgiving, Bruja. Super glad to see you. I can stop the wow. Oh,
So great to see you. Oh, and you got a hat. You got the New Eurekan Poets Cafe hat. You representing.
thank you. You know, last week I read Blank Friday poetry, just only text, but I rushed to make a new shit video for you, Bruja. This is a kind of parody or a protest for Black Friday. In Japan, also people go shopping, enjoy happy vibes. But is the same in the States, New York City?
If they're what in Japan, they do what?
Black Friday week.
Oh, the whole week?
Yeah, Black Friday.
I don't know if it's just one day, but I don't know about the week. If it's spreading like that, I don't know. But it shouldn't even be happening. Like go support, mom and pop shops. Like don't like people stampeding and killing themselves over a bargain. It's just it's happening. It is happening. But
okay. Yeah, all right. Now that's please new video. Please enjoy. So exciting or eccentric. Now let's get started. Speed the Black Friday that you sell. The Black Friday that you sell, but I hope they're coming for me. The boy crying so many tears, oh my ears, oh poor scared. And the girl screaming so many tears for me, they never seen a missile. There's a hands full of gun. Say, did you ever see the hands rise? Full of guns, they know a good day has begun. Young Friday pressing by, if the gun rise in the sky. Oh, and a few days, yes, a few days, down, begun. Let's be the Black Friday that you sell. Yeah, the Black Friday that you say, but I hope they're coming for me. Black Friday. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
yes. Woo! That was powerful. Poetaku. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was great. I mean, come on, everybody. You cannot deny Poetaku is just tremendous.
Yeah. I pray for peace. I pray for peace.
Yes. Let's all pray for peace. We so need it.
Yeah.
Instead of, putting so much value on these things that are bought, what about lives? Our people that are alive, our people, in the world. Let's give love instead of sales. Let's put love out into the world. Poetaku, thank you so much.
Thank you. See you again.
Until next time.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to come to New York City. That's when it's going to be
Wow.
lit.
Yeah.
Lit. We're going to make that happen. Okay. Now we have Juan Rivas. Let's see Juan Rivas. Bam, 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 boom.
La Brua, I do not see Juan Rivas unless he is here with a different name.
Juan, if you are in the room, let us know. Shout out to Ron helping us in the cafe, helping us online with the streaming and here in the chat room. Thank you so much, Ron Trinkler Thompson. Well, let's keep it going. Juan Rivas, if you join us, then let me know in the later on if you do join the room. But now we're gonna keep it going, keep it flowing, and let's see what's good with Ike Waltz. So great to see you, Ike. Welcome back. I remember you.
Well, good to see you. I have two pieces, and one is very short. There is nothing more weird than a holiday moratorium. All right, this is not a poem. Then what is not a poem? At morn, when I wake, I reach for a cup of coffee, and automatically I press the button to activate my hearing. Yes, I admit I listen to what the media has to say. So my day, now woken, advertently begins with hate. Typically, with a report on Trump's rantings, America's oh so painful fate of late. And that every morn, when I wake, I hear Trumpism, whatever channel I take, followed by repeated regurgitations during the whole day. And our headline for debate remains hate, hate, hate. So rampant in the US as of late. Please understand, we are tired to rate hate. Just let us, just for one morn, wake without Trump's noise in desperate hate. Just let us, just for one day, just let us be Americans who love to eat, who love to greet, who love to hug, who love to be, have a cup of coffee with or without La Bruja. Just like you and me. That is us, we, the people. Let us contain hate. Let us begin today without delay, just for one day. And I mean, one day without Trump hate on TV. And that will take us so desperately to a national media moratorium day where the media is silencing Trump. MAGA, hate, silence, just for one day. Just for once, Trump hate has nothing to say. Not one word, not one utter, not one image, not one event, nothing related to him, just a glorious Thanksgiving Day. And you, my not so dear all-American media, let me make it quite clear. Join us just for this one day silencing Trumpism over the holiday, just for one day. Not milking Trump's hate, just for one day. Should be okay. Since the un-American American hate has become the new normal, the lucrative fake MAGA gold rush born to fester on such self-destructive hate, tearing democracy down a suicidal path. Nothing is worse. Someday, nothing worse. Some pray. But can we even comprehend the aftermath? My seasons demand media for once, shut up. Shut up for once. No, we don't want to know how your righteous juices flow. We already know that capitalism rules. We also know what hate does. So you do not have to whitewash common sense by telling us that it is we, us, who want to know. A Trump moratorium just for one day surely won't get him sunk. Let us be Americans amongst Americans just for one day. Let us be just for one day without hate, and let the world know that we can unite without the need for a fucking Trump. Let us not forget, God did not create Trump. You, the media, created Trump. Come to terms with this fact. John F. Kennedy said, if more politicians knew poetry and more poets knew politics, I'm convinced the world would be a better place in which to live. Yehuda Amiyachi has often said that all poetry is political. This is because real poems deal with a human response to reality, and politics is part of reality, even if a poet writes about sitting in a glass house drinking tea. It reflects politics, you see. All right. That was not a poem. Then what is not a poem? An ode to the strangled Thanksgiving turkey leftovers. Gobble, 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 gobble. Oh, gobble, 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 gobble. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, 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 dear. Oh, oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh, oh God, 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 oh God. Happy Thanksgiving.
Ike Waltz, thank you. Woo! Gobble, 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 gobble. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I think it wasn't a poem, but it was a wish that should be made on that wishbone. Thank you. All right, Ike Waltz, bringing it, bringing it. He did get the business. I did get that. And it wasn't simple. It was not simple, but it was passionate. And just like our next poet coming up, complicated passions. And that's exactly what that poem was. Thank you, Ike Waltz. So great to see you. Thank you for sharing. Woo! All right, let's hear what's good. Complicated passions.
Greetings. And it's been a while since I've tasted beautiful. I found myself in a spell. To think of you has my heart pounding for love far away. The calling of my hunger is for surrender that won't let go. Feel this impression. My thoughts upon your mind, it will move you like a butterfly. Seeing your love through these eyes passionately sends my emotions to say these very words. Love me now and forever be that temptation. Yes, look into these eyes. Find them like a sea of lost ships. My feelings, a horizon beyond the sight of the reality my world has become. In this moment, these emotions are like an unpredictable storm, building, raging, longing for the calm, the one thing that comes with the peace your love will bring. There's something about you. You are that impulse filling my thoughts. Your words send my love to another world. I am enslaved by the emotions of my own desire, a love of the same mind, a mirror reflection of what my life would be. And taken by the urge, I was lured by the attraction, my hunger for passion. Now, La Bruja, call me what you want, but love me like you insane. Don't water down your affections. Give in to me like you want these directions. Let me set the fire inside of you. And now imagine what I'm going to do. Feel me, touch me, tease me just a little. Let me in deep. I'm that complicated freak out to get it. Embrace my dare. Let me hit this right here. I'm that number 9, zodiac sign. You see, we all flow differently. Some of us flow rhymes and call it therapy. Her words have ways, so I took out my pen like she asked me. She said, complicated, right into me, and make it nasty. Now she knows she has me under her spell. You see, even though you're only next to me because the place cards put us here, your perfume has got the best of me. Looking across the screen, my mind is stuck on just how amazing you look tonight, pretending to engage in the conversation, but thinking, I'm glad they can't hear the secret language we're speaking. I laugh, you smile, you laugh, I'm flying. You don't have to catch the bouquet. This might be the bride's day. Somehow, it's still all about you. I've had good things come to me, sipped on both pleasures and pain. Baby, I've enjoyed your company. This might sound a little insane, but would you be my next best thing? I am Complicated Passions, the voice behind this pen. Thank you.
Oh, that was complicated. And that was passionate. Thank you so much. Woo!
Thank you.
Honey. That was really, that was intense. How can we follow you? Let the world know. Are you muted still? Or put that in the chat. I guess
Okay.
you got. Oh, there he is.
You can follow me on IG as dark_man_blues. You can follow me on Facebook as Samuel Rain. You can go to my website, darkmanblues.com, and you can even Amazon me.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dark Man Blues with the sensual, you know, that delivery. And it was hypnotic and hypnotizing. It was just fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that with us and for including me in the poem. All right, Complicated Passions has sizzled it up. And now let's hear from my old friend, Catman Bill. Yes, Catman Bill, how are you?
I'm doing well, and I'm glad that you are too. It's so nice to see you. You know, when I see you, you remind me of the great scare of 2020. When we were ensconced in our homes trying to avoid disaster. And
it was some treacherous times, but we got through it together. Isn't that a great thing? Like, my goodness.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Well, I thought I would, I was contemplating doing something that I wrote on my blog today, but I think I'll, since my focus is on a song that I wrote a month ago now, called Mr. President, Please Pardon Leonard Peltier, mainly because I sent it after writing it, and I wanted to write this song for years and years. It just wouldn't come out. And then a month ago it came out, and I sent it to one group down in Rapid City, South Dakota, and they immediately asked me to perform it down at a rally that they were having a week later in DC. And I couldn't say no, and I went there. And then just a half hour before coming on here, another group asked me to perform it on their event. And so there's a lot of focus on trying to get him pardoned, have the president pardon him. So it's the song. Mr. President, please pardon Leonard Peltier. He spent his life in prison, his trial wasn't fair. Mr. President, pardon Leonard Peltier. In prison like an animal, 45 plus years, on the Pine Ridge Reservation in 1975, protecting his people from the goons and FBI. As many were murdered on the Pine Ridge that year. Mr. President, pardon Leonard Peltier. His trial was a travesty, he didn't have a chance. 2 agents shot dead on the Jumping Bull Ranch. Prosecution gave false testimony of the murder scene. They pinned it on Leonard as in a bad dream. Mr. President, pardon Leonard Peltier. He spent his life in prison, his trial wasn't fair. Mr. President, pardon Leonard Peltier, in prison like an animal, 45 plus years. Myrtle, poor bear, a girl who testified, lied, said she dated Len, then said he did the crime, then later recanted while fearing for her life. Mr. President, give Leonard back his life. Rubidoux, Butler, and Peltier, all three charged with the crime. First two found not guilty, neither did no time, so they pinned it all on Leonard. Someone had to pay. Mr. President, free Leonard without delay. Leonard ran from the scene, later found up north. They brought him back from Canada, they brought him back by force. They brought him back from Canada to face another judge who wanted someone to convict with a solitary grudge. Mr. President, please pardon Leonard Peltier. He spent his life in prison, his trial wasn't fair. Mr. President, pardon Leonard Peltier. In prison like an animal, 45 plus years.
Wow, Catman Bill. That was lovely. Very, very well done. May he get the freedom that he deserves. Thank you so much for advocating for him in such a lovely way. Everybody's loving it. Amazing, great song. Speaking the truth. Catman Bill.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Mr. President, don't think that those things don't work. They do work. Like, we've had Puerto Rican political prisoners that I've advocated for their freedom and they've been released. Like, we've gotten together with everyone coming together and speaking out. So much can be done. And it all starts with one voice.
That's certainly the hope.
It can happen. I believe it. And it will be so. Just keep sharing that song and everyone share that message. We can do so much more than you even imagine. And I've learned that this year, for real. So thank you. It's great to see you again, Catman Bill. So we had Patrick in the room. Patrick left. I don't know what happened to Patrick, but now we're going to go to Jose Varela. Jose Varela, welcome.
Thank you, Bruja, and thank you, everybody. I just want to thank everybody here at the new Eureka Poets Cafe on Thursday night. You guys have inspired me. I've always been scared to do my poetry because I've just been amazed at the work that you do. But I got to tell you, just feeling your soul and feeling the energy that you give to everybody, you allow people to write, to believe, and so thank you. And ironically, this is a poem about songs. It seems that songs are on our mind tonight. And it's a poem I wrote called All the Songs. All the songs. I'm going to write all the songs in my souls. The ones with music I could hear coming from the other side of the thin walls. The scram of shuffling, dancing feet as old men and old women told stories of the days of wars and the coming home again. The ones with youthful hurt and playful adolescent waltzes, where our taut skin glowed golden from hours in the sun, where love had horns and steady beats, mirroring our emotions as we gulped through first real affection. The one where mama's beaded dress twirled as she rumbled to Cuban bands dressed in Carmen Miranda sleeves of greens and reds and cuckoo yellows, and you could smell the staling rum on the breaths of the spin suave dancers. The ones where rhythm and blues bands and doo-wop crooners took you to places where devotion played out in falsetto runs worthy of Verdi opera, where La Traviata was no damsel in distress, but your friend's fine sister. The one played best while driving on the avenue, low and slow, with a hint of herb fueling the mellow, and your waxed and polished rake shone clean in the furniture store window, causing right-ons to shower upon your lady's ears. The ones that age well, with a hum easily recognized, your personal star-spangled banner, your song of songs, your songs of freedom, heavy work songs, your songs of respect, your songs of elation, songs marking time, the ones you sing in bed, and as the days grow less certain, hymns of gratitude for your time on earth, canticles of worship to God's genuine faith and devotion, chants honoring the unknown depths of love and existence. Yes, I will write these songs before I become stardust.
Oh, Jose Varela, yes! Before you become stardust, thank you for sharing that poem. That was so powerful. I loved it.
And I do want to share that you can go to josevarelapoetry.com. And I want to tell you that all the books that I publish, I self-publish, and it's donation only. And we use those donations for a nonprofit that I support called Opening the World. We help transitional age youth transition from the juvenile justice system to lives worth having. And they graduate college, they do all kinds of stuff. We send them around the world traveling to do community service after they've done their community service in their community. And some of the work these kids have done, they've gone to Syria and helped the refugees that nobody else would help because they were lesbian, gay, LGBTQ, you know, and so these kids literally were helping people and nobody helped. And so all my poetry is directed to just passing on to the next generation. So josevarelapoetry.com. Peace.
Wow, doing that beautiful work. Thank you so much, Jose. Thank you so much. That is super powerful. We need that work. That's light work. That's love work. And you're gonna just, wow, just open so many doors for so many more people. I'm just a little piece, and then you take it, and then the next person takes it, and we just expand that love and light. That was amazing. Many blessings on all of that and all the work that you're doing. That's tremendous. Show some love, everybody. Show some hands if you're feeling it. Yeah, doing that work, putting in that beautiful work. All right, support that. Put your Instagram in the chat if you can. And now we are going to hear from Nicole Hernandez McGuire.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Bruja.
Hi, darling. How are you?
I'm very excited that you are back tonight on Thanksgiving because I'm so grateful for you. About a year ago, I logged into the open mic, and I think I was on the good luck rounds. And I don't know what I was looking for. Well, I didn't know what I was looking for, but I realize now I was looking for my voice. I just began my 40s and I really felt lost. And it could have went one of two ways. It could have went really poorly because I was so nervous, but you were so supportive and so kind and made me feel like I was welcome. And the whole community did. I've made a lot of friends here, but you especially made me feel like I belonged. And because of that, I have continued with poetry this year. And I really do feel like I'm finding my voice. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. And also thank you to all of my friends from the open mic. So I'm really happy that you're here.
I'm so happy to hear you. I'm so happy that is the truth. And you're not finding it, you found it. Let's hear it. I want it. Let's get it.
I hear you. All right. So I have a poem and it's called Lost at Sea. I've learned to appreciate my handcuffs, gifted by society on the occasion of my birthday and being born female. Links that limit my movement and keep me grounded. The padded cell in which I've always lived, adorned with framed pictures and tasteful drapes. The assigned way in which I operate, paid in fragments of a man's salary and sparse recognition. I rallied against these things once upon a time, a not so distant time, a naive time, a time when opportunities ran as deep as dark blue oceans. Life was cavernous, dark, dangerous, seemingly unending. Her mystery sought after by the young and the wicked. Life was natural and unpredictable, and I breathed its beauty in with shallow breaths of danger and deep gasps of possibility. But the dreamers are always told to look out. We are warned to stay safe on shore, not to explore, discouraged from dipping our toes in. spoken about harshly when we decide to dive headfirst into the waves, finding ourselves lost at sea and enjoying the feeling of laughing at the current rather than obeying its direction. We are told that the dark should be feared, as should the cold, instead of being taught to make our own light and to keep moving to stay warm. We are caged in womb and caged as women, and though some find a way to break free through college degrees and travel, through sexual exploration and poetry, through supportive partners and therapy, most of us simply learn to love our jailers, respect our oppressors, bosses and boyfriends, girlfriends and mothers with good intentions. We rationalize each small offense like being asked, "Why now?" by your peers who know exactly why, as if our singular desires dissipate with marriage vows, as if our imaginations should be discarded with afterbirth, as if there is some middle-aged expiration on creativity, as if fulfillment is a lifeboat made for men and children only. And when you're told in so many voices, human and algorithmic, that it is noble to sacrifice your happiness, that your desires for sex and adventure, physical strength and power make you less feminine, you begin to embrace your shackles, a Stockholm syndromed display of grace and submission, a rationalization of our imposed limits, a quiet resignation as you slowly slip under the sea. I started to appreciate these handcuffs. They kept me out of trouble, the trouble of multiple lovers and the associated heartbreaks and emptying my accounts to travel the world. I started to note their value because where would I be if I were in my 40s and unsettled, jumping from job to job and home to home and man to man? My bondages have certainly kept me from a life of chaos and unsurety, but nobody knows that I still hold the key between tongue and cheek, the sharp taste of metal there to remind me that if I ever so desire, I can unclasp these bracelets, push water behind me in strong, steady strokes with determined movements, fueled by my own power and my own skill, and eventually break the surface to breathe again. Thank you so much.
Whoa, Nicole, my hands are standing up, Nicole. Wow. Oh my God. Your poem, embracing our shackles is like, it's a way of survival, but it's not a life, so thank you so much, right? Imagination discarded with the afterbirth. Yeah, we have to reclaim all our truth, our strength, our imagination, all of that. Thank you so much for that poem.
Thank you, Bruja. Thank you.
Woo! Let them know how to follow you. Yep, the people are, if you see it in the chat, you can see people are saying this is amazing, unshackled, you're a beast.
Thank you. I'm Nikki Sparks _poetry on IG, and I'll put it in the chat. Thanks again.
Thank you, sweetheart. Many blessings to you. Sigue pa'lante fuerte. Doing it, baby. Wow, that was amazing. Okay, we're going to keep it going and keep it flowing. We have Copus up next. Yeah, Nikki's a beast, never misses. Now we know. Recognize. Copus is ready. Oh, okay, Copus. Whoa. I see there's like music there. Let's go to Copus now.
Greetings. Haves have, they have nuts in a nut. Haves have, they have nuts in a rut. Have you any idea just who and what created this plot for the haves of all, while all others have not? Haves have, they have nuts by the crutch. Haves rule the world by the clock. Haves have, they have nots acting like robots. Have you any thoughts for the haves of all, while all others have not? Haves have, they have nots in a box. Haves have, they have nots under key and lock. Haves have, they have nots feeling just like fish who in a net are caught so that they may have all, whilst all others have not.
Ooh.
Haves have the have-nots in a knot. Haves have the have-nots in a rock. Haves have the have-nots in a headlock. Haves have the have-nots in a blood clot. Haves have the have-nots doing everything but what they ought, so that they may have out while all others have not. Oh, but there is one more thing that I must interject here, as I almost forgot. The have-nots have that which for centuries the haves have sought. Now this would be strength, which is greater than strength itself, beauty which cannot be duplicated nor destroyed, and the willpower to endure, to give thanks, to have abundance in this world, even unto the very end of time.
Wow, Copus. And who is your guest? Who's your musical guest accompanying you?
My name is Wendy Loomis. Copus, we work together. I write the music and Royal writes the poetry.
My name is Royal Kent, and I go way back with Raul Sabasco and Miguel Algarin, but this is our first time on Thursday night open mic, and we're grateful to be here. Yeah.
Wow. Where in the world are you? What part of the world you repping from? Where are you?
Drop something in that.
We're in San Francisco.
Wow, San Francisco. You know, thank you so much for joining us all the way from San Francisco and being connected to our, to our elders and our founders in the poetic community. Thank you so much. This is your home.
Thank you for hosting and keeping this thing going all this time. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh my goodness.
Instagram, Copus Music, COPUS Music on Instagram. Thank you so
much.
Follow.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. I loved it. The have-nots, you already know. Got them acting like robots. That flow was, it was right on. It was right on. Thank you for sharing that. That was a gift. It's a day of gratitude, and gratitude is what I feel. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from San Francisco, spitting that truth. Woo! All right. Well, now we're going from San Francisco all the way to India, ladies and gentlemen, with my dear friend Unmesh Mohikar.
Hey,
life right now.
It's great to see you again, La Bruja, and I'm really grateful and thankful that I met La Bruja Advocate and the whole Nuyorican community. I think it has made a difference, and I have become a better man. And I have improved. Thanks for the support and encouragement. Thanks a lot.
Oh, how wonderful. It's so great to see you. And I'm so happy that you're still doing your open mic. This is, oh my God, such great news. What are you going to share with us today, Unmesh?
Okay, I'm going to talk about bed bugs. Okay, here we go. My question today is, are you feeling itchy today? One of the greatest inventions of God are the small microscopic bed bugs. They have everything which a guerrilla fighter needs. They hide in places you cannot even think of. In motels, 5-star hotels, in your bed, or on the chair you are sitting in right now. They don't differentiate, unlike human beings. They treat all human beings as equals, just bag filled with red blood. Whole world is a pool of blood on their plate. Their battlefield is your bed, but they don't sleep on it. One should never sleep at work. They are very professional. They can be inside the crevices of your bed. In fact, they can hide on the wall just waiting for the nightfall When the enemy is asleep, they just suck the enemy's blood using incremental method. They don't drink all the blood at once, like a dumb, bloodthirsty Dracula. They preserve their prey for the next day. They keep on sucking off their innocent, unaware, and ignorant prey. Their stealth can put world's greatest secret service to shame. The difference is they never fail in their mission. They know power is in numbers. They are not only interested in their food, they reproduce like jungle fire. Just imagine drinking blood in the night and sex in the day. They reproduce in such a way that they change the demography of the house. The house owner feels lonely. Thanks God they are not voters. The bedbugs will win a landslide victory. Human extinction might be triggered by bedbugs one day. Killing the bedbugs is declaring war against yourself. Finding Dracula was easy. Just go to his castle and fight. Or he comes to your house uninvited. Here, the enemy's castle is your house. If you destroy enemy's fort, you are destroying your house. The pest control people take the atomic route, take no prisoners. They just spray the smelly pesticide or bedbug spray all over the house, turning the house upside down. It is like burning the jungle to kill a rabbit. It's still not a sure shot cure. A small mistake by them and the bedbugs will rise from the ashes like a phoenix to attack their enemy with full gusto. But my question is, are you feeling itchy today? Are you feeling itchy today? Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Oh, man. You are still brilliant. Only better with time, just like wine. Unmesh Mohikar. Wow. That was, I am feeling itchy. Thank you so much. When did you write that poem?
I think it was 2 months back. 2 months back, yeah.
Oh my God, I loved it. I really did. Thank you so much. Like, anything else you want to share with us? Anything else you want to say?
Yeah. You can join my open mic, Let's Unmesh live every Saturday, 10:30 a.m. in the morning, New York time. I will put on the link in the chat. But as always, this place is amazing. One day I will visit the Nuyorican Cafe in New York. I am looking forward to that day. Yes. And thanks a lot, La Bruja. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. Unmesh, bravo. Super powerful, continuing the work all the way in India. And I know it will be so. You will come to New York and you will be in the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Let's keep that communication going. We're going to make that happen. I believe in just limitlessness. Like there's just no limit, no limit. We just keep dreaming and creating and we will make it so. Thank you. Thank you so much. That bedbug analogy, that whole thing, that was really, really strong. So our community is beautiful. Our community is big. We're going to keep it going and welcome now Jane's spoken word. Someone that I've had in Stage Garden Rumba, here at the cafe. Welcome, Jane.
Thank you. It's nice to see you, La Bruja, and congratulations on all your rewarding accomplishments over the past year. It's been amazing to watch you rise.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm taking an inspiration from you, and I'm going to read an old piece, and then I have a short new piece. Old piece. Liberated by the written word, I am not my past life blurred, despite what you've heard. My future transferred from a dactylogram of the past. Now at last, I am this body. I am these emotions. I am the immortal story. I am the beauty in imperfection. Liberated from the shadows of dark, from a tortoise-shell safety I depart. Like an abandoned bus at the station's park. A poet of the street beat, I'm a motherfucking warrior. I sharpen my pen and I shatter all barriers. Poetry released from this incarcerated mind. Floating bars, I did my time. Getting back to my spit with some new shit. Writing poems for everyone. All of my relations, my ancestors of the sun. Who but the rhymer will bring truths to bear? Who but the rhymer will verse tragedies of despair? Pens dipped in the blood of suffering hearts, cursing deceptions, tearing lies apart, tumbling words that dangle in my throat, conjuring remedies and antidotes, bleeding out into rivers of ink, drowning in rhymes of missing links, where heaven meets hell, no time to think, collecting dreams from broken machines, dripping metaphors and scorching similes, haunting the streets with spoken word poetry. I spit shit you don't want to hear. I spit rhymes to strip you bare. I'm as harmless as a neutron bomb. I hit your shit with chloroform. I am your audacious, bodacious, beautiful sister, and you better fucking know this sister don't whisper.
Oh, yeah, get it, Jane, going in. Yes.
All right, and now I got a short piece for you. It's a new piece. I called it originally I called it That Would Be Me. But then I believe Mr. Tessasomo said, nah, if cool was a poem, that would be Jane. So if cool was a poem, that would be me. Beckoned by the dark, wrapped in the cloak of night, I abandoned my coffee cup and roaches to the ashtray. Captured by the exquisite sound of silence, listening to the unheard, mesmerized by moonbeams softly ambered, I write. If moonbeams were a poem, that would be me. Deep into ink black skies I rise, past paisley moons and purple skies. I sleep to awaken my dreams, to gaze into the future of 1,000 years, to whisper sweet lullabies into the air. If lullabies were a poem, that would be me. Dark shadows fade as new days dawn bright, burned at 450 degrees Fahrenheit, unveils my silence with morning's light. Thoughts rewrite in black and white, and I had too much to dream last night. If dreams were a poem, that would be me. Peace, yo. I love you.
Whoa! Wow, thank you so much. I could feel love in your poetry. Like I feel love in when you're speaking it. I could feel it. Like really, really feel it.
It's what I breathe.
Woo!
Thank you for hosting this, La Bruja, and a shout out to Jane, Ray Jane. She rocks it also. So thank you very much, Poet Fam.
Thank you. One love. Jane spoken word, speaking that powerful word, speaking word into existence, speaking love into the world. Whew. Okay. Thank you again for that contribution for this wonderful night. So much gratitude. Our next performer, I think I met him on the street, on the block, maybe over the summer, is Tony Plata. Let's hear what's good with Tony Plata. Is it you?
Yes, ma'am. Blessings,
Yes!
everyone. Yes, I parked in front of the cafe, and then she walks out like a goddess, and I just had to say hello to her. It was just it was something unexpected. So blessings to everyone. I appreciate this platform. There's so many talented people here, and I would like to share something I wrote over the summer. When you forget your ancestors. When you forget your ancestors, you lose who you are. Do you know of the Taino rebellion against the Spaniards in 1511? Or how Betances fought for independence? How El Maestro Don Pedro rose against the imperialism of the Yankees? You are of Taino blood. When you forget your ancestors, you lose who you are. Do you know about the massacre in Ponce? How our people cried out in El Grito de Lares? How much pride our people have in La Bandera Bonita? Have you ever laid footsteps in El Yunque's beauty or the fortress known as El Moro? You are of Taino blood. When you forget your ancestors, you lose who you are. Did you ever hear the melody of the coqui or the rhythm of El Clave as it hypnotizes you? The scratching of El Guido as your body transforms into dance? Have you ever battled the drums during Bomba y Plena? You are of Taino blood. When you forget your ancestors, you lose who you are. Do you know what Juan, Miguel, Milagros, Olga, and Manuel did yesterday? How their obituaries all read the same? How Piri made sense of things down these mean streets? And how La Bruja let her people know, I too am Black? You are of Taino blood. When you forget your ancestors, you lose who you are. Do you know how to roll your R's? And since you can't, you say words like ajo y cajo. Did you ask Mami y Abuela por la bendición? You are of Taino blood. When you forget your ancestors, you lose who you are. Thank you.
Whoa, Tony. Thank you. Thank you for representing. That was really, really powerful. And the references you made, and you're speaking my language. You already know that. You're speaking right to me. Thank you so much. And thank you for including me in that work. That was beautiful. It is so true. You forget, you lose who you are when you forget who your ancestors are. So thank you for claiming this and saying their names and saying this truth. I really, really am touched. I hope to see you perform in person, because it's nice to hear you here in the Zoom, but I look forward to seeing you on the stage. Tony Plata. Woo! That was fire. That was so fire. Oh my goodness. Do you want to let them know how to follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Mr. Tony Blue Plata. Thank you.
Is your favorite color blue?
That's actually my middle name.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Many blessings to you, Tony Blue.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Chrissy Carroll said, missing the way my Thanksgivings used to be. That was lovely, Tony. That's from Chrissy Carroll. So is Alberto Mota in the room? Let's see what's good. And if he's not, I know who Tabitha is. I know Tabitha's in the room. Yeah. Hi. My girl. How you doing?
I'm good, Ma. It's great to see you. We missed the shit out of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your Emmy and everything else that you've been doing. You make us proud all the time. Inspiration, to say the least.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. It's so great to see you. And I remember when you would used to just get on, like on the open mic early, you would like creep in and give some bars, and you've been going to the workshops. I know you putting that work in. I know you are. And I'm just so grateful for it. What you going to share with us today?
I'm going to share, it's not new shit or old shit. It's shit that I need to work on, like hear out loud so I can know how to edit and move with it better. So here I go. As fear of repeated struggles bring me closer to dead-end opportunities, I wait to fight another. It's not every day that I win this battle on calendars that the sun has yet to rise. Doubt lingers, covering tomorrow with the mistakes of yesterday. taking me on journeys I can't escape from. The dense walls that limitation have raised us, becoming the noise that a distant neighbor amplifies, has caused my writings to wander across the night, meeting me in places I prayed to become, lifting talents with the stroke of my pen. Eliminating doubt is where I discovered myself. I'm Tab001 on Instagram. It's a pleasure to be here. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Crazy love for New York.
Oh, that last line. Yo, what was that last line? That was crazy.
Eliminating doubt is where I discovered myself.
Word. Eliminate that doubt, baby. Woo! Thank you, Tabitha. I can't wait to see you in person and give you a hug.
Ooh.
We're going to make that happen. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Eliminating that doubt. That's it. That's what we do here. Help you find your voice. Let you really reveal to yourself who you are, your greatness. You know, we need all of you to know your greatness, because together in your greatness, we can be great together and make great things happen. Yes. Oh, Jose Varela. So thank you. Thank you so much. Well, now we're going to go into the good luck round. And the good luck round, this was inspired, you know, with our tech person tonight, Ron, who's been holding it down for us now in the booth too. He's been working at the cafe, just all of the tremendous stuff you've done. Thank you so much, Ron, representing with the New Eureka Post Cafe hat, just putting that work in, you know, alongside us, donating time. I just, you know, want to express my gratitude to you, Ron. Thank you so much. So the good luck round was inspired in conjunction with Ron and his thoughts. And it is good luck, because if you're in the room and you want to recite, this is your night. I already have two names. So first we're going to go with Zomkonto. Zomkonto, please let me know if I said your name. Did I say your name?
You actually said it right off the bat. That's how it's said. Zomkonto. You killed it. Thank you. And, you know, salute to you bringing the Emmy home. That's so much inspiration for us, you know. And today I'm going to perform with my nephew, because in 4 hours from now, actually 6 hours from now, we are performing at the Zimbabwe International Literature Festival. It's one of the biggest, and we are so blessed to be there. So imagine the first poem being someone who was missing someone who died. So my poem, because she's not here right now with us, so my poem is going to be my response to her speaking from the grave. You surprised me by growing from a single fingerprint into a pound, and then eventually into a fully blown, calm hand that begged mine to never separate. I kept your hand long enough in mine, but no one can ever predict that evil men would get the hint and decide that wherever love exists, hands would not be allowed to hold. To some people and their knives, love should never grow old. But writing our story together was the kind of beauty that paintings beg a canvas for. A kind of love that is a tree whose roots smell of honey-coated whispers. Oh, but love that is never meant to grow old will be cut right at the whisper of its roots, because some trees are never meant to dare to grow. The ties that bind us are closely similar to shoelaces that were strapped around my neck while I had a memory of you naked in front of me. I love that even as I visited you now from the grave, you said, "Ndoda yami ngikabuje." You said, "My husband kissed me from the grave." You know that a kiss that powerful, that my lips are no longer even there because I'm a skeleton, is the best kiss in the whole entire world. If no one ever took me physically from you, I'll be right there, pointing at each of my cows that I will give to your clan. If not for evil men, the type of us would live so long, even death is no longer proud. I went to the kraal where I keep my cows. On one of those days, I counted my lucky stars using those cows. I called them each by names while reciting my vows. But evil men do not know that some weddings need to happen for peace to exist in this world. When angikuthande ngibala inkomo zami, counting each one of my cows, knowing your father loves meat. So I imagined them killing one of my favorite beasts and said, which one could I choose? I chose Ufalake, a big black one that looks like death itself, because Ufalake spoke to my soul. So Falake means die with him. I said if they cook this one, they will know my ancestors chose it because it was a complete beast. I had even saved Ufalake, that black beast, as the last thing they will cook to feed the pallbearers lowering me into the ground. But it happened so quick. It happened so quick. The way it happened, it was at night and I was standing there counting the cows of all of my love. I heard a dove cooing and I walked in the middle where it sat on my favorite cow, Falake. I felt the coldness overwhelm me because a dove on my favorite cow in the night is not good for wedding vows. I had written those vows on the wings of that very same dove, but this time it wrote something like, you're gonna die right now. And I turned around and said, Wabulali, don't kill me, don't kill me. I'm about to marry my best love.
Whoa. Some Cornto, wow. What a journey you took us on. That was a wow, amazing performance.
My nephew is coming to join that one because it's actually about his grandfather. So join Spongo, come and talk to your grandfather.
I wish you all the success in your sharing and in your performance. And thank you for acknowledging your elder, that ancestor, and in that story, that way of, but respecting the animal, but still, living off of it, eating it, choosing it. And it's like the spirituality of it. I loved it. Thank you so, so much. All the blessings to you in your work and in your sharing in the community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your ancestors are proud. Blessed be. All right. That is love. That is love. Okay, we have Kelly coming up and then Christy Scribbles. Let's hear from Kelly. Thank you. Dom Cornto, thank you. Kelly, hi.
You always have to follow him. It's so hard to follow.
It's okay. No, let's take a moment. Let's cleanse the palate. Let everyone take a breath. Boom. Now we are getting into your worlds, Kelly. We are here for you and with you. How are you today?
Not bad. It's been too long since I've been here. I've missed everyone. It has been a rough few months, so I've got some new shit. There's nothing like new shit. So I've got a few little baby ones that I'm working on. So the first one is just, it is what it is. When the pain in my leg burns, it's like a fire kindled by the grind of my bones. When it mutters its complaints with every step, an irritating orchestration of my cartilage's disintegration. It is what it is. When the news seems like a cruel experiment, designed to gauge how much pain a person can digest in a single sitting, or a society can sustain before it collapses. It is what it is. When the violence inside my body shadows the violence on the streets, the guns and the war and the death, the thrum of desperation, it is what it is. And when there is no escape or solace from either, just constant resilience, a complement that contains the condemnation of continuation. It is what it is. Yup. Okay.
Yes.
And then I've got this one. It's called What We've Earned. I don't know if I have earned these tears, the ones that prick my eyes like the needle that ended yours. I wonder if all these unearned tears could fill all the vials you emptied, once cloudy with suspended particulate, that suspended the pain that so clearly plagued you. I never tried to save you. Better souls than I had already failed. I couldn't risk my own sanity, your brokenness too much like my own, your scars too similar in shape, your shards too sharp. But I cultivated my life, my consciousness in the shadow of your absence. I could not help you, but I could help those like you, those who are lost, those who have had loss, those who are at a loss. It's easier to help a stranger when you can recognize their struggle but not know it, when you can see how they have been hurt without having been hurt by them. I see the web of people who stretch out from those who suffer, the complicated bonds that can never be severed, no matter how roughly they are torn, no matter how painful it is to hold them. I see the crater in their soul, the devastation made in the wake of their own personal meteoric trauma, the hole they are trying to fill through whatever means necessary. I see the tenacity it takes to stumble. It means they're still walking. Hope is in every step. It means there's still tomorrow. Your tomorrows have run out. So I will cry for you, for the people I meet like you, for my mother and her regret, even for myself, whether I have earned it or not, whether you have earned it or not.
Kelly, you've earned it. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing your work. Thank you for sharing your light and your love. Thank you. Yes, it makes a difference, in case you were wondering. Much love, Kelly. Get it, Kelly! Let them know how to follow you, and then we are going to hear from Christy, and then we are going to close out with Spongo.
I'm on Instagram at Kelly Mary McAllister, all one word, and you can just Google me. There's a website and things.
We'll put it in the chat for us too,
Will
Kelly.
do.
Thank you so much. Many blessings to you. Look forward to hearing some more. Okay, Christy Scribbles is up. What's good, Christy?
Hey, so good to see you.
Hi. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, you know, it's just been rough, but being here always fills my heart up and always connects me back to, the passion and the love and the hope. And yeah, so I'm just appreciative of everybody here.
I'm glad you're here too.
Okay. New shit. Here we go. The block of writing sits upon my chest, so heavy, so concrete, so breathtaking, taking my breath as I try to spill words upon page, as I try to put down where I am, how I feel, what is happening into the poem of me, into my poetry that has always helped, that has always filtered my weakness, my sadness, my pain, into my words, transmuting through the process. But today, all I got is a bunch of monotonous of the heavy, of the brick upon my chest, the denseness of feelings, of the world around me, of the house around me, of the husband in the room with the COVID, unable to escape, unable to function. I am unable to go see my mom. That's what I needed, was to see her and feel her and hold her, but not this time, not this place, this time and place, this standstill space as I fight for the words that I write, for the celebrating of a holiday I don't even fucking believe in anymore. I don't even trust anymore who to trust, who to believe, who to be. I am inside this moment of the block of weight that sits right on top as I try to still work through, push through. Push through is what I keep hearing. My team, my guides, my angels, they are here to hold me, to console me as the tears fall atop this block, as the words fall onto this page. They sit and wait for me to breathe and shift and believe again. They are my rock. They are my team. They are my hope. I hear breathe. I hear breathe. And so I do, and so I am, still breathing, still reaching, still believing, and all at once I feel it. The heaviness that I thought was a block is the divineness that is my rock holding me here onto the earth, into the moment, keeps me from floating away. It is okay. It is okay to cry. It is okay to cry and to be okay. And not be okay. It's okay to not be okay, to be angry, to be fearful, to be lonely, to be tearful, to not know what to say, and to not have anyone to call, and to not want to call anyone, and to not have anyone at all. As my tears fall, as my tears fall, a 7-year-old son comes into the room with a run and tells me to come. Come see the parade, Mom. The dancers, the prancers, the celebration. And I run and I go and I see his joy, his love, his laughter. I see the sun inside him. I see the joy that guides him. And I sit and I cuddle, and Mariah sings All I Want for Christmas. And my son hugs me and whispers, you, Mom, that's all I want for Christmas. And the world stops, and my heart brightens, and the beating continues. And the tears keep going, keep flowing, keep believing, keep knowing. Joy is there. Joy is here. Look for the joy. Look through the tears. And fuck the COVID. Thank you.
Whoa, Christy Scribbles. Yo, I hope you feel lighter, like that block is lifted, because when you share it, it's a little bit lighter, and the message inside of it is something we all need to hear. The joy, right? Finding the joy, even in the darkness, even in the sadness, even in the weight. That innocence, right? Of like your baby, of your child, like, let that innocence live in you and in all of us, and just hang on to those beautiful, beautiful moments, even though like so much is so daunting out there, the things that are created and the things that we are put through, but the joy still lives in those little moments and in moments just like this. Thank you so much, Christy. So great to hear you. Blessings to you. Y'all are tremendous. That's all I can tell you. I don't know, that surely has not changed the work, the heart that I hear in your words. It's just exactly, Joski C said it. It is powerful. All right. And now to close out, I think I'm gonna say the name and then you correct me if I'm wrong, but ladies and gentlemen, let's close out now with Sabongo.
You say the name right, sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you today? How are you, Sabongo?
I'm good. I'm in Sierra Leone, but I'm originally from the 263 Zimbabwe, as you can see. And as you can tell from the short dreads, I am the nephew. So yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So I'm really, first of all, I'm really happy to finally put a face to the name. Really, really happy. I've heard a lot about you, and congratulations on the Emmy. Thank you very much. Thank you for the work that you're doing. We love you a lot.
Oh, bless your heart. You're so, so sweet. I'm so excited. You are closing out the evening, so I leave it to you.
Okay. So as my uncle said earlier, as Zomkonto said earlier, we did a 3-part poem, and I pick up as the great-grandson who hears stories about how his great-grandfather died. So here it goes. Azibuthanga qothu ubuthongo ngalobuyana busuku ezikamoya. Zabongolela zabudonsa ubusuku bungela kukhanya busiza lendlubo zabo. Ukufa kwakungenile ekhaya kwayishaya kwayithintitha inhloko yomuzi yasala izicuco kwezintathu inkomo ezahlatshwa leyo mini. Angimazanga ukhokho ngimuzwa ngendaba. The Anunnaki denied me conversation with my great-grandfather. But I see him when I close my eyes, a bodiless foot struggling to free itself from the cow dung, a lifeless face echoing helpless screams of, I haven't done nothing, I don't diss no president, I'm just trying to feed my family. But the screams fell on deaf ears as many did back then. 5 fire brigade trucks and still the heart turned to ashes. Now here I am, robbed of a third of my history, writing angry poems for you to snap and leave them tense without asking how I feel. Can't you hear the disconnect in this carefully crafted lines? I am not being. Peace.
All right, Sapongo. Thank you so much. Your great-grandfather is with you, is hearing you, and is just a blessing. Thank you so much for sharing with us all the way from Sierra Leone, you said? Wow. Beautiful. Representing your nation with much respect. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, let them know how to follow you. I see that you're going to be featured on a Friday, featured on Open Minds, Open Mic Friday.
Yes, thank you very much, Gustav, for that. Thank you very much for letting the people know about that. Yes, I'm going to be featuring tomorrow. It's going to be 1 a.m. my time, I believe. I don't know what time it's going to be for all of y'all, but do come through. Got some new poems. But in the meantime, I'm gonna post a link to my link tree. Oh, sorry, I post. I sent that to private. You can find my first book, Trials, which was published by Ubuntu Afro Publishers earlier this year. So please do check out that. Go check out my poems that I record on YouTube. Other than that, peace and love, everybody. Be kind. Thank you very much, New Weekend Poets Cafe. Love you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Many blessings to you. Wow, representing Zimbabwe, representing ancestry, all of it. Beanie blessings, good night. I'm gonna share, this is brand new. I'm gonna end it off with this, because even when we feel alone, we are home. I love the silence of alone. Distant winds whirl around trees and leave me alone. A bird chirping codes to life, I am here alone. My pretty dog lies next to me, she is all alone. A candle flame whispers my name and says, I am enough, alone, together, apart. I am home. Thank you, my beautiful poetry community that I love so dearly. Thank you for continuing to thrive and continuing writing and sharing. Many blessings to all of you. New Eurekan Poets Cafe, this is how you do. Stay tuned, more to come. I mean, we're not over, the year is not over. So, you know, make sure you follow us, New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Follow me, La Bruja NYC, LABRUJA NYC. So much more beauty to come. Remember, it is limitless. I send you love, energy, positivity, and gratitude. I am so, so, so grateful for each and every one of you. Muchas gracias. Buenas noches. Good night. Yes. Peace, family. Woo! Yes, beautiful family. Much love. Put your hearts up. Put your hearts up. Thank you. I don't know if I end it or you end it, Ron. Who does it?
I will end it, but you know
will
what?
end it?
Allow me, everyone, to unmute. Give big gratitude to La Brua. Thank you so much for your leadership.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yes,
Bruja. See you.
Congratulations for bringing it
See
home.
you.
Everybody
Good night,
else,
everyone.
inspire
Good
a
night.
child. Inspire a child and stay inspired yourselves. One love. Thank you
Peace
for
and love.
community. One love and peace. Thank you all.